Welcome to the Middle Age News, where you can count on us to have all the details about the Middle Ages. This just in, that Rome has fallen and the barbarians have overrun civilized Europeans. People are hungry, stupid, and poor. This is commonly being referred to as the Dark Ages. Now we send it to Russell, out in the fields.
Thank you, Justin. I'm here with some rather idiotic Europeans.
Please give us your money,
Give
sir.
me money, please. Money.
Money, the
I'm
money.
so poor.
Get out of here. Go make your own money.
Okay, sir.
And now back to Justin, who's now in France.
Thank you, Russell. Even though things are looking bad for Europe, not all hope is lost. A Frankish king named Charlemagne has created an empire in Western Europe that is reviving intellectual and civilized life. Uh-oh. I've just received news from Zach that today, in the year 800, Pope Leo III has named Charlemagne the new Roman emperor. Now to Zach for a segment on serfdom.
Hello, I'm Zach Balogh here in medieval Europe with a couple of serfs who call themselves Russell and Yves. What is life like being a serf?
Well, it's not the greatest life, and it's pretty difficult, but since we have protection from our landowners, it's not too bad.
It's actually a very complex social structure that consists of kings, lords, knights, and serfs, and has us being on the bottom, so it makes it hard.
Thank you guys. You guys can get back to work. Now back to the studio.
That is all for the Dark Ages. Thank you for tuning into the Middle Age News, and come back next week for the High Middle Ages.
Good evening, I'm Yves and this is the Middle Age News. Breaking news in Rome today, the Pope has just called a crusade. Here is some live footage of the battle going on right now. Now here is Zach Balogh for more information on the Crusade.
Thank you, Yves. The Crusades are holy wars called by the Pope for all good Christian knights to attack the enemies of the Church. Today, the first crusade is in year 1095. Earlier today, a fellow Christian gave us his thoughts on the Crusades.
Yeah, the church seems to control pretty much all of our lives, from our governments to the way we live on a daily basis, but we don't mind because we serve God.
Thank you, Zach. We will be back in a few moments for a segment on independent cities in the Middle Ages. Welcome back to the Middle Age News and our segment on independent cities. I am here in Venice, one of the many independent cities begging to appear across the map of Italy. Cities like this are begging to become more important due to the revival of trade and technological advances in the last few decades. Now back to Zach for a new report about the Dark Ages.
Europe has begun its recovery from the Dark Ages. However, there has been an increase in warfare among kingdoms and against other religions. Kingdoms have begun to form countries with the kings and governments where citizens could have a sense of nationalism. Here's Justin with the recovery of living conditions and education.
Thanks, Zach.
Yes, sir.
European populations have made huge recoveries, including the improvement of living conditions. Education has also improved with translations of Arabic writing and the emergence of universities. Back to you, Yves.
Thank you, Zach and Justin. This concludes for our segment of the Middle Age News for today. We'll see you next time.
Thank you for tuning into the Middle Age News. Medieval Europe is currently going through a period of change and cultural rebirth. This period is being called the Renaissance, which has started this year in 1300 and will end in about 400 years. However, there have been some negative things going on. The climate change is killing off the crops, which have made me and many others really hungry. Let's send it down to Yves for some more bad news.
Thank you, Zach. Not only is the climate making it worse for the crops, but a deadly plague is spreading in Europe. This plague is being called the Black Plague because of the dark patches of skin caused by the substantial bleeding. Reports say this disease started in China and has traveled its way through the Silk Road to Europe. We recommend for all to stay away from any rats or rat-like creatures. We now send it to Russell Megenity with more urgent news in Europe.
Thanks, Yves. Looks like in the year 1337, England and France have gone to war. Reports say this war started because Edward III of England said he had the right to rule France. The war is currently being fought in France, England, and Spain. Experts are saying it will last 100 years.
Thank you, Russell. We will be back in 3 hours for our next show. Welcome back to the Middle Age News. As time has gone on, the Black Death has mainly left Europe and those who have survived now wanting change. A series of peasant revolts have broken out all over Europe to oppose serfdom and seek free will. So far it appears as if some of the revolts are working. Now to Russell, who has important news on the state of the church.
Thank you, Zach. After all that has happened, many people are losing faith in the Catholic Church. It has had much criticism lately over all the frauds and scandals that have happened. A German man named Martin Luther has begun what is known as the Protestant Revolution this year in 1517. We now will get word from Yves about the progress of the Renaissance in Italy.
Thank you, Russell. Here in Italy and in other places of Europe, Greek and Latin cultures have been reviving along with trade, production, and artwork. More people are having new ideas and have been asking the question, what is life? This has caused a movement called the Enlightenment, which has started now in the late 17th century and will probably end around the late 18th century. The Enlightenment has caused numerous reforms, increased education and philosophy, and increased the number of universities. Zach, it sure looks like Europe is back on its way to becoming the global center of power.
It sure does, Yves. It sure does. That concludes the not too high, not too low, but middle-aged news. We'll never see you again. Goodbye. Hello. Alright, welcome back to the Middle Age News. As time has gone on, the Black Death has nearly left Europe. Wait, that's mainly. God, why'd you do it fucking orange? Welcome to the Middle Age News. As time has gone on, the Black Death has mainly left Europe and those who have survived now wanting change. This is like Balogh in medieval Europe with a couple of serfs who call themselves Russell and Yves. What is life like being a serf?
Well, it's not the greatest life.
Medieval Europe with a couple of serfs who call themselves Russell and Yves. You have to hold it towards me.
Hold it towards you.
I can't read it.